Errol Spence says once he get the WBC and the WBA welterweight title belts, then he's gonna go see Terence Bud Crawford, who holds that WBO welterweight title. What's good, YouTube? It is your boy Big Cool coming to you from Colossal Sports TV, and I am back with another video. It's late at night, but don't worry, the grind never stops. Man, we all know this is the new fight at welterweight. It was one time Keith Thurman versus Errol Spence Jr., but Keith Thurman is injury prone, out of action, don't know when he's gonna return, so he's on the back burner right now. But all eyes are on Errol Spence Jr., who will be fighting tomorrow night in Dallas, Texas against Colossal. His IBF mandatory, where we all expect him to be victorious, and not only be victorious, be dominant and get a stoppage victory. But this is why the fights are fought in the ring. Terence Crawford is coming off of a 9th round TKO over Jeff Horn to win the WBO welterweight title in a fight that was expected to go exactly how it went. Maybe not a stoppage, but definitely an easy victory for Terence Crawford. And now that that shit is out of the way, we're kind of building towards a big fight. Both guys have been going back and forth in the media interviews saying they want to fight the best, that they got to go through each other. You know, Errol Spence Jr. is on record saying that he's going to beat up Terence Crawford. He said he's bigger, stronger, sharper, has a better chin, and just naturally bigger, and that he's going to beat him up. Terence Crawford obviously feels otherwise, and this is great because this is the fight that could really put boxing, or one of the many fights that could put boxing back on the map in a big way to capture the attention of the casual boxing fan. Of course, you got the potential Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder heavyweight fight that is really the fight that people are kind of looking forward to happening because they're explosive punches, and then heavyweight is the most important division in boxing and moves the needle. When heavyweight boxing is at its best, boxing is at its best. But Terence Crawford, Errol Spence is a close second. If it's not number one, depends on how you're looking at it and what you're looking for in these matchups and from these fighters from a skill point standpoint. But I think that Errol Spence is supremely confident. I think that he really believes the shit that he's saying. He's not just talking no bullshit because he got a mic and a camera in his face. And I think that Terence Crawford believes what he's saying. I think they're cut from the same cloth. I think they have the same mentality. While they have to overcome some political and promotional, roadblocks, I think that when the time comes, these guys will get in the ring with each other, will square off, and will be in a terrific fight. Whether it's for the undisputed welterweight title, I do not know because there's so many different variables out there. You got to consider Sean Porter versus Danny Garcia, who will be fighting for the vacant WBC title. Those guys are both former champions. Both very capable of beating anybody on a given night, and you still got Keith Thurman, who holds that WBA welterweight title. He's a boxer, puncher, supremely confident when he's fighting on his A game. It remains to be seen how and if and when he's going to return. He's had so many fucking dates pushed back on his return date that the latest is September 8th. But if he can come back and be the Keith Thurman of old, then you got to look at him being a problem for both Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. It's just so unpredictable. But Errol Spence is the guy that is being tapped as the future of the welterweight division. He said it. He said it in his post-fight or his post-weigh-in interview with I think it was Steve Farhood of Showtime. When they asked him, do you feel like you got to send a message to the other welterweights, Terence Crawford, Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman? He said, no, they got to send a message to me. I'm the most feared man at 147. I'm the best man at 147. So they got to send the messages to me so they can get my attention. And that speaks volume. That speaks value of where he at mentally, where his focus is at, where his beliefs is at, and how determined he is to become undisputed welterweight champion of the world. He's calling these guys out. He says it's strap season, man down. He's always in the gym. He's always training. You know, he trained a heavy. He sparred a heavyweight in preparation for this fight against Ocampo. Of course, he sparred Jamel. You know, like a 30-second minute clip got leaked out or got put out there for the public to see those two guys sparring. You know, they develop a close relationship. They share the same trainer and Derrick James. So it's just steel sharpening steel. And we know that Terence Crawford is really ready to show the world. A lot of people look at him and look at his resume and say he's great skill-wise, but who's the defining, guy on his resume? Is it Uriokis Gamboa? Is it Victor Postal? Is it Trey Beltran? Whoever it may be, people kind of discredit him a little bit. And he's looking to prove himself at welterweight, which he's going to have to do. He's a former undisputed junior welterweight champion, former lightweight champion, and now he's a WBO welterweight champion, and he's looking to make more history. If he can become a two-division undisputed champion, that would be huge for him. You know, that's legendary status for sure, and that definitely will book his ticket to the Hall of Fame, as he's on course to do that already. But I think that Errol Spence feels that can nobody touch him. He doesn't overlook anybody, but that is the fight that has to be made sooner than later. Next year is what we all looking for. If everything goes as planned, we can potentially see Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford. But Errol Spence definitely let everybody know, when that fight happened, pick me, because I'm coming to take that WBO strap. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that post notification bell, share this video on Facebook, Tumblr, Google+, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, wherever. As always, drop your comments in the comment section down below, giving me your thoughts. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at Colossal_Sports TV. Head over to Facebook, like that Colossal Boxing Talk Facebook page. It's one and the same. And shout out to everybody in the movement that's moving with us. And be sure to check out 3kingsboxing.com for your latest and greatest updated, unfiltered, and unbiased boxing news, reported the way it should be. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.